It was a creed written into the founding documents that declared the destiny of a nation.
I'm not concerned about the very poor. We have
corporations are people, my friend.
I like PBS. I love Big Bird. I actually like you, too.
I like being able to fire people who provide services to me.
There are 47% of the people who will vote for the president no matter what. All right, there are 47% who are with him, who are dependent upon government, who believe that they are victims, who believe that government has a responsibility to care for them, who believe that they're entitled to health care, to food, to housing, to you name it. But that's an entitlement, and the government should give it to them.
I'm not familiar precisely with exactly what I said, but I stand by what I said, whatever it was.
Let's get over the fear, this fear-based approach that we've got to vote for the lesser of two evils.
The American people want to see change.
This is not the country I grew up in.
This isn't about just this election. This is about a long-term movement. What we've seen from the Democratic and Republican parties, where they brought this country, is absolutely tragic.
The war on drugs, which is a completely failed policy.
Without the Democrats colluding with the Republicans, we would not have engaged in an illegal, aggressive war against Iraq. We will do everything we can, and even if it means a constitutional amendment, to get the corrupting influence of corporate and other concentrated wealth out of politics. Nobody's talking about breaking up the banks that are too big to fail. Nobody is talking about enforcement. President Obama accepted more money from Wall Street than anyone has ever received in history, and then one doesn't have to wonder very long why there hasn't been one person serving time for the massive financial fraud. Corporations are formed to maximize their investors' profits. Corporations are not people, and they cannot be allowed to undermine our democracy by buying our elections. Severe punishment should be provided for any government agent who engages in or authorizes torture or cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment of any person being detained anywhere without exception. We're the only country in the industrialized world that doesn't provide essential health care coverage for all of our citizens. We need to renegotiate our trade agreements so that we're no longer sending these millions of jobs overseas and we're bringing them back, and provide the kinds of good jobs that our young people should be looking forward to. The military-industrial complex has a stranglehold over our government. We are spending almost as much on the military as the rest of the world combined. Energy independence and combating climate change require a major, urgent investment in clean, renewable sources of energy. Demand of our elected officials to take effective action to prevent irreversible, catastrophic climate disruption. Protection for equal rights for members of the LGBT community should not be left to the states. The federal government should guarantee marriage equality for all.